Hello, my gorgeous soul tribe, and welcome to this week's reading. This is for the 19th to 25th of October. And I also just want to say, you didn't see me last week because we had a lot going on. One of my daughters graduated from high school. So we've had beautiful celebrations and it's just been a very, very busy time. So that was nice to focus full attention onto that, as well as going away camping with my family as well. So let's have a look into some of the astrology for this week. We'll talk about some potions that can help assist you guys moving through. It's a bit of an emotionally charged up and down roller coaster week. And I feel like the whole week feels unpredictable in a way. Hey, Susie, thank you for joining. So the crystal that I recommend for this week, hey, Ben, is apophyllite. And that's because of its ability to dip in and out between the physical and transcend into the spiritual. So I feel like we really need that go-between energy to help us assist in just kind of riding that smooth, calm wave this week. And the potion that I have is Heal a Broken Heart. And this is because we have that Libra energy. It's all about trying to establish balance. Hey, Lorianne, I was just saying as well. And yes, we have the new moon event coming up tomorrow as well. So let me just pop this up. So it is on Soul Alchemy Potions. And let me just pop this little window on. So if you guys head on over to Soul Alchemy Potions, and I'm not sure if the internet is a little bit delayed. Let me see what's happening. Here we go. Oh, and you see I have a little bit of a black and pink Halloween witchy potion vibe going on in the background. I thought that'd be a bit of fun. So for those of you that want to join our online event, which is tomorrow, this is new moon in Libra, restoring harmony and healing in relationships. So this will be a really beautiful new moon event. It will help us to balance out or sort of like counterbalance some of the cosmic things that are happening at the moment. So you'll get to read everything on there, but essentially you get sent an invite when you purchase a potion. So we will do an online soul tribe chat. So video chatting, if you feel comfortable on video with other people. And we're also working through letting go of old things that no longer resonate, that we no longer need. We're going to do a group meditation together as well as an activation. And for those of you that are wanting to go one-on-one in a personal reading with me, we have all of these ones below. So the Psychic Tarot reading is the most popular, and that's over on solreta.com. And thank you guys for the love that you've showed on my YouTube channel. It has been so much fun to bring you guys interesting shows with Jake lately as well that have been quite popular. And also, if you haven't checked your sign for the month, go and check out your zodiac sign. So interesting messages in that. But yeah, today we're working with apophyllite for this week to help get us through. And yes, oh my gosh, the Schumann has been exhausting. So lots happening galactically. And hello in Utah. I love Utah. Felt like home over there. And yeah, and you guys missed me last week and I missed you guys. So lots happening with my daughter graduating school and family camp trip as well. So let me get into a little bit of the astrology, let you guys know what's happening. So we have the moon move into Libra, which is going to bring focus more to do with relationships, focus to do with harmony, inner peace. Hello, Golden Trinity. And so you might be feeling torn between what your heart's really wanting and what life is asking you about. So it's a bit of an exhausting energy I'm finding with the astrology for the start of the week. So it's really looking at like, have we been pushing things too hard? Looking at the energy, is it reminding us just to pause, to like rebalance, which I feel like I just did coming back from camping. It was nice to be offline and just, you know, in the bush for a little bit with the family. And so there's also really looking at being in that present moment, and there's beauty in that too. So just looking at a little bit of that energetic reset was what I found to kind of counterbalance in some of the start of this energy. So we have Mercury will also meet Mars in Scorpio. This will open our minds to sort of feel a little bit sharper. It might feel a little bit faster. We might feel conversations. Thank you, Golden Trinity. Yeah, it's so exciting. I can't believe it happened. Oh my gosh, 18 years just goes in a flash. So yeah, with this Mercury meeting Mars and in Scorpio, it's going to bring up a bit of a frustrating kind of tension energy. So it's this also feeling of sometimes you might find conflict with this sort of energy of people wanting to be right or wanting to like mentally prove their point. So it's really important to eliminate any mental clutter, any mental things that are coming in that are not to do with you. So whether it's other people bringing drama, bringing problems, things like that, it is about getting to the deeper, more meaningful conversations as well. Thank you. Yes, Lorianne, definitely. Thank you for the reminder. Go check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus signs, and it'll give you a little bit more indication on you specifically, how to go with the energy of this week in particular. And as Nodding Dog is saying, law and justice. So we know that Libra is that energy of trying to have balance. You might hear a dishwasher in the background. So yeah, with this, as we get to the 20th, depending on where you are in the world, so we're preparing for new beginnings. So this is about letting things just be a day of reflection, about gentle release. The Libra moon will be asking us to focus on fairness and on love and what feels reciprocal in our connections as well. We also will have Mercury and Mars continuing to be together on that day, which will stir up that mental energy that we were talking about before. So definitely have a look for things that you're getting in terms of insights, in terms of like feeling planning, to do with future and to do with what direction you would like to go, and also around relationships. This is also a time around self-honesty. So really not just people pleasing or looking at like what you need to do to help with everyone else. It's really looking at deep self-honesty in regards to what are your needs, especially. So just remembering that clarity will come when we go into this stage or state of calmness and of reflection. So it's definitely a good time to put the devices away and try and get some peace in nature if you can, and just let this energy start to balance and spotlight things. So we also have on Tuesday, we're going to have Libra new moon, which will be October 21st. So this is a really beautiful new moon in Libra. It will help us to look at opening fresh chapters in our life, as well as closing to some others. It's going to be about balance, about love, about harmony. It's also inviting us to restore peace from within. So especially in our relationships and the inner dialogue that we're also having with each other as well, or sorry, having with ourselves. So with this, it's definitely a time to have a look at like what reality is reflecting to you. So what are the conversations? What are people reflecting to you? Notice the patterns. It's a really, really huge week for patterns, and not looking at it as someone's coming in, reflecting these things to us as an opponent or, as an attack. It's really looking at the underlying message behind what that message is and reflecting. So say, for example, if there's conflict or there's, feeling things are unjust or not fair, because that's a big Libra thing too, having a look at what is this saying? What is it within me that's maybe attracted this? May it be that you're not speaking up, not being firm enough. So just have a look. It will be different for each person. So with this as well, this is with Jupiter and Pluto as well in that day, we're also going to be influencing this new moon with big emotions, bold visions coming up from this. So it is a good time to join us for our new moon event on Soul Alchemy Potions, because it is a day where we can be a little bit more open to these visions. So it's also about staying grounded, and it's a chance to let your energy rest and reset rather than taking like a rush or a leap into things. So it's all about setting your intentions, setting your goals around relationships, around partnerships, beauty, equilibrium. And the moon will also slip into Scorpio, which will deepen our emotions, deepen our intuition. It's also a perfect day for ritual. So we will be doing a little bit of a meditation type ritual. And it's a day for reflection and shadow work. Hey, Ocean, lovely to have you here with us. And we've got gorgeous Stephanie, Golden Trinity, Lorianne, Nodding Dog. Hopefully I've read a few of you. We've got Patrick and Ben and Susie. So around the 22nd to 23rd, we will have the Scorpio moon, which will bring intensity and truth. So we'll be feeling this just after the new moon, and you might feel like these old patterns are coming up even more to the surface. So it is about releasing them. It is about letting them go, letting them flow. So this will be kind of like an alchemy in motion. So think about it feeling like the vision spirit showing me is like a choppy ocean, and all of a sudden we have these waves come in and they're storm. So instead of panicking and kind of sinking under or getting pulled up into the drama, it's to hold tight with something and just try and float through the storm, is the vision that I'm seeing with this. So as the sun shifts towards Scorpio energy, we also will move from surface harmony to deep level authenticity as well. And let me just read your comment. So Nodding Dog is saying, feel the gravitations, the massless strings, exchanging the particles between whatever forces on our being. Exactly. That's such a beautiful way to look at it. And even with you saying that, the vision that I've had throughout the week so far too has been just to kind of surrender into that. So if we're thinking about the universe or the quantum or the plasma energy supporting us through this, the more that we can stay calm through this phase, the more that we can actually bring in more peace. Because if we're sort of fluttering about, getting stressed and really exacerbating the negative things that are happening, or the drama, or falling deeper into those patterns that we've had from the past, we're actually going to receive more of it. So it's definitely a time to maintain that calm as much as you can and maintain that balance. So also around the 24th, 25th, the moon will move into Sagittarius, which will lighten the mood a little bit and just start to expand our perspective on things. So we might have a little bit more insight into what's going on. Yeah, connect and trust the process, definitely. And I would also say, if you guys can schedule time to meet up with friends that are also beautiful, balancing, supportive, this is a really good time to get together with those like-minded hearts and souls to help us just have a little bit more of a lighthearted approach. So with this end of the week as well, there's going to be a lot of inner processing that we feel that we've worked through, and the lightened energy where the moon moves into Sagittarius, this will sort of help us breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. So it's a good time to look ahead, trust your path, reconnect with your higher vision. So if we think about it more as like a recalibration or a renewal, and it's like the steps that happen. And so it's really important with these steps to really bring and merge heart into this, because it's going to be a lot of mental energy. And exactly what Lorianne is saying, a lot of loose harvesting around this as well. So yeah, just having a look at this new moon in particular, I do feel that there's a lot of kind of open access that they could leverage on trying to tip the scales out of balance. And as Ocean is saying, it's learning to listen to your intuition, calling, and true desire to learn how to get free on the inside instead. Yeah, great message. Thank you, guys. And let's just tap in and see what the tarot has for us this week as well. And I can feel already, just even like recording and talking to you guys today, I can already feel that we're edging into Mercury retrograde, like pre-shadow, which I think comes early November, but I can just sort of feel that tongue twister energy starting to surface. So Spirit is telling me just to flip these. So let's have a look what we've got. Interesting. The first one that we are definitely graduating from a cycle, is what it looks like. So we have the Knight of Wands. So this one is to move ahead, but it's to move from what's motivating or kind of calling us like on a deeper soul level. Hey, Jim, I hope your beautiful dog is feeling better with her tail. So this one for me with the Knight of Wands as well is also really looking at, all right, what's happening below the subconscious? Yes, we might want to end up in this place eventually, but we need to really look at who we are in this place in the now and look at the steps or the identity that we need to embody to get to that other place. So even though it can talk about short term, I always look at it as like, what's the long-term investment? Because we want to stop with the patterns and things. We want to, really try and get this graduation of cycles that we're talking about today. So we want to graduate from the old way of doing things, really look at and add up, okay, well, this is the outcome that I've desired, and I've tried this and this and this and this to make it happen. What can we embody, whether it's emotions or identity, to help sort of get us there to that long term? And what we're seeing at the moment, this is more about investing our heart, our feeling and emotions. And we have the card of peace, Two of Swords. So we've got Libra energy showing up as well with this. We have the card of completion. So it's to know that a lot of these cycles and things are almost like a test, is the way that it felt when I was writing everything out. So just noticing, okay, am I being tested right now? How am I going to react or respond? And we then have the Ace of Wands. So Spirit is trying to bring us something new, but it's only when we're in a place of peace. So let's have a look and see what else comes up. And I've got the mythical or the Mythios deck. So let's see what we've got. Oh, 10 of Cups, we've got the 4 of Wands again, the 8 of Wands, we have the 2 of Swords again, which is the card of peace, and we have Page of Wands again. Okay, or Knight of Wands we had before, Page of Wands we have now. So there's definitely a refreshing kind of energy coming through. It is asking us, if I'm looking at it from the 2 different energies that we have here, it's predominantly the message for this week from Spirit is stay in peace, stay in 10 of Cups energy, which is kind of Christ consciousness. It's this beautiful energy of bringing through light to radiate, to shine that light for others. And it's also, it's called Wishes Manifest in my other deck as well, or a card of satiety. But it's essentially all of your wishes coming into fruition. And with the 4 of Wands, it is more about an alignment energy. So what can you do this week? And I would say this is quite like an inward kind of personal energy this week. So definitely working with Heal a Broken Heart potion to help sort of like balance and soothe and nurture. But when we look at the other side of this, we have the Eight of Wands. So with 8 of Wands, this is usually a bit of a, what do you call it? A compass spinning out of control. It's a little bit of where we're trying to put that excess energy, as I was saying before, to like fix something externally. So this is really about coming to this center point, to this calm 2 of Swords energy, this balance. And with the 2 of Swords, let me just reenact the traditional Rider-Waite deck. So the lady is usually sitting blindfolded, holding the 2 swords across her heart, and she can't actually see the swords. She can't see things. All she has is that perception of her mental sense and her energy field to be able to tune into things. So we see a blue lotus that appears in the center of the heart area in the Thoth deck. So for me, this is about getting things to the point of absolute stillness on a mental level, really coming into this place of seeing things from the third eye. So really tapping us into clarity, to be able to sort of see all of the different patterns, to transcend that trying to find the balance. So it's to actually be the balance inside of you. So you guys are saying some really beautiful, positive things that really resonate with me for this week. So thank you for popping your messages up as well. And and then after the 2 of Swords, we had Page of Wands. So this is Leo leadership energy. It's also a bit of Phoenix rising from the ashes. We will get some Star Tarot as well to see if there's anything else that we need to look at. And yeah, definitely. So being one, there is no them or us. Yeah, definitely. So we have a 10 of Wands. So what we're letting go of is getting pulled back into drama. So we've got a 10 of Wands, which, you know, there's not much further than you can go past a 10 of Wands. It is the card of oppression. It is Saturn and Sagittarius energy too. So have a look at what is trying to pull you off your momentum, pull you out of peace, because we have the Wheel of Fortune. So something may be popping up to keep trying to pull you into those stories, into those patterns or alignment. Hey, Ken, lovely to have you here. I hope you and Kyla are well. And we also have the 9 of Pentacles. So 9 of Pentacles is Virgo Venus energy. It's a very calm, beautiful, feminine energy. Oh, thank you, Ocean. And with this 9 of Pentacles, this for me is a card of gain financially too, but it's also a card, if we're looking at a 9 for me always feels a little bit more plugged into the spiritual, and we're letting that flow trickle down. It definitely is for the Cups energy. With the 9 of Disc, I also see this as tapping into community. So really looking at like what you're absorbing from your environment, whether it's online, in person, really looking at people that bring that calm sense of peace and balance. Ace of Cups. So people that make you feel like rainbows, make you feel like your heart is open. Ace of Cups for me is light body activation. And yeah, we have a very loving community. So I definitely feel like to tap into community this week. So there's a few of us that have different channels. So definitely like tap in, connect in. This is going to help us to sort of counterbalance this other crazy side of things. And interesting. Yeah, I feel this energy of the phoenix popping up. So we had that with the page of wands, and with that, it's almost like a, whether it's a rebranding or a recreation of like who you are. I feel like there's a little bit of fierceness as we're getting into the Scorpio season too. I feel like there's a little bit less fear around like upsetting people. So not having to sort of play, some kind of part. It really feels like that we can actually now be at this point of where things are more transparent, thanks to a lot of the astrology. Thank you, beautiful. And it was so lovely to see you on video chat that other month too. Oh, and let's have a look. They want one more. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. We're going to get there. We've got this card of success. This is beautiful Taurus energy. So, if a lot of this is feeling difficult to maintain or have and establish this center point, this balance, this peace this week, definitely get out into nature, or even a bit of spring cleaning too, and do things about the house. So let's get a beautiful oracle card. And for those of you that are looking for a personal reading, just head on over to solreta.com and you will see all of my offerings there. Or if you're looking to get a potion and come to our new moon event, which is tomorrow, you still have time to get a potion. Oh, and we did have, what was it? With the changes with the US government and tariffs and things. So we did have a few that we had to send via UPS, and that seems to have lifted again. So thank God that feels like post is returning to normal. So just to let you guys know. And let me just get one of these little oracle cards. And so we have these ones. These have been a favorite at the moment. Oh, thank you. That is such a lovely message. So I think it's Peter. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Great reading. I could probably use a 6-pack of the potion. I will wait till for Jackie to come home to assist. That's so sweet. Oh, thank you, Lorianne. Yeah, that was a really cool activation last month. And definitely to buy the potions as a 6-pack, it tends to be my favorite way, as well as a lot of your favorite way to purchase, because then you have all of the different ones to help us with whatever we're going through with the astrology. So the card that we have for this week is tobacco, which is offering. And as we said with some of the astrology right around the new moon, that it is a perfect day to do ritual. And we know that there's a lot of information at the moment to do with tobacco and to do with nicotine and to do with, things that I'm not going to mention on here, but I think some of you guys have seen it, that it can block certain things, that there's nicotine receptors, just like there is endocannabinoidal system that has receptors. So let us find the little guidance message with this. Almost looks like a bit of a Pachamama type energy with this tobacco offering. So with this is all about power, about offering, divine gift, invocation, respect, deep alignment with will and with purpose as well. Yeah, it was amazing, wasn't it, Lorianne, with all the grid points? So with this, the gods of power are here to serve, and they are demanding loving respect. Tobacco reminds us to utilize power compassionately. How we use and how we direct its power compassionately, and how we direct it determines the quality of life. Offer your activations as gifts or divine gift, selflessly and in service to the sacred. Grandfather Tobacco's protective, powerful energies. That must be a grandfather. To me, that looked kind of grandmotherly. So with this, powerful energy lovingly opens the doorway to the spirit world. To those who ask with humility and respect, don't allow the illusions of power to ignite destructive behaviors or to propel you towards addictive habits. So I'm just going to read that again because I feel like this is a really beautiful message for this week. Oh, awesome, Ken. I had one in the past as well, and they have the most beautiful. If we look at it homeopathically, vibrationally, the flower actually looks a little bit like a throat. It's like a pink, white energy, and the leaves have sort of a bit of a sticky nature to them. So don't allow the illusions of power to ignite destructive behaviors or propel yourself towards addiction. So with that being said, and looking at everything that we mentioned before too. So this is to create that counterpoint balance. And for some reason, Spirit keeps giving me the word counterpoint. So whether there's something that will be exacerbated or drama and things, on the social media side, or the news side of things, this is about you having that center point of balance, not being pulled into a lot of the chaos as well. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I look forward to bringing you to the next show, and also some other interviews and things that we have coming up. And yeah, we also will be shortly talking in a couple of weeks about the Mercury retrograde and some other crazy things that are happening. And we also will be doing another recap show with Jake and Corbin around the 3i Atlas as well, because that was really interesting, and we're still sort of tracking and seeing what's happening with that. All right. Love you guys. Take care. Have a beautiful week.